My name is Harris Reed. I'm a fluid fashion designer, and I'm so grateful to be receiving the award from GQ this year. It is absolutely just kind of the most surreal moment, and really just means so much for not only my brand, but my message, what I stand for, who I am, and what I fight for on a daily basis. So thank you, British GQ, and it's such a pleasure. I didn't already know Harry. I met Harry just completely through Harry Lambert, actually. I knew, obviously, of Harry, but even when I was going to the first meeting, I didn't even know really that it was for Harry Styles. I remember just like showing up to the the Hammersmith Arena, and literally getting there and being like, oh, my first meeting is with probably the most famous person of my generation. So, you know, no pressure, but we completely met in that moment. So it was like, hi, nice to meet you. Hi, you're my first client. Hi, let's make some designs. So it was like a lot at once. The process in creating Harry's looks was really authentic. I think the thing that was amazing was, Harry Styles himself was very involved. He, saw the physical sketches. He literally, when I went to erase something, stopped me and, put it back in. He was really hands-on, and then having Harry Lambert there, it really was this thing of, showing the fabric, sending the sketches, making sure that everything was, not just, okay, go off and have fun, but really kind of this amazing collaborative process. I mean, I was also in university while I was doing it, so I was making them with my friends, eating McDonald's on my kitchen floor at 4 a.m, which was so funny to think then, some of the arenas he played had 40,000 plus people and wearing clothes that I made probably with barbecue sauce on my fingers. So it was a very, very authentic process and a really fun journey. The design was quite technical, I think, because obviously Harry's extremely busy, and he was already on his first leg of the tour, so I couldn't really do physical fittings. So the designs were quite technical in terms of the fact that we just had a handful of measurements to work with, and you were really kind of just almost guessing a little bit. I mean, thank goodness that I was going for this more kind of fluid, airy approach where everything had a lot more movement, but was really nervous when you think about, how many people are gonna be seeing him in these clothes, and you have to get the waistband right and the trousers right. So a lot of kind of technical skill, because also he wanted to work with a lot of like silks and a lot of wools and like wool cashmere. So like that mix of materials, almost the masculine and the feminine, if you will, those materials usually aren't traditionally sometimes used together. So I think that construction element actually was quite interesting, and took a lot of sampling to kind of get right, especially for like the chiffon coming out of the flares or the way that the waistcoat interacted with the blouse. So it's definitely a fun, tricky process. Working with Harry on his world tour, I think, was probably one of the biggest moments in my career. I think maybe also my proudest moment, because it really showed me that I could kind of do anything I put my heart to. I went into this literally with crayons in my bag, and sketches that were all done by hand in a collage sketchbook I put together, and then booked a job working with one of the biggest people in the world. And I think that confidence from that moment has led me into Gucci, led me into MAC, led me into any of my other endeavors with anyone else, with this kind of sense of pride and excitement. And I guess I would probably say it's one of the proudest moments, because he really instilled this sense of confidence in not only what I do, but my message, and that I think lasts forever. When Harry saw the design, I think it was right before Christmas, and I dropped everything off with Harry Lambert. He was taking it over for a fitting. And I remember getting a text from Harry Lambert, and he said something along the lines of, this is one of the best things he's ever worn. He was so happy. I remember crying for like the whole night. We was in the pub with a friend, and we were like drinking Guinness, which is also something I never drink, but it was just felt very celebratory way of like celebrating, I guess, in England. And it was a very surreal moment, because he felt incredible in the clothes, and they fit him like a glove. And I remember the photos so well, and it was just such a surreal moment. So I guess happy all across with everyone. I think Harry will always be someone that, I look to for a lot of inspiration, whether that's within life, whether it's within design. I am really lucky that I think, I'm in a place where, I feel like he has my back in a way with like a lot of things. And I'm just really excited to hopefully, especially as his tour starts again soon, and, he continues to build an extraordinary career. I really hope to be a part of that journey, and I really feel like in some way, hopefully I will. So I'm quite excited by that.